Hi there, in this tutorial we will learn how to make interaction of text with tree and leaves, and this is an interesting and amazing tutorial and you will love to learn this entire process. So let's take a look. So at first we have to open our exercise file, and here is the file menu, open option, and inside the selection and masking folder you will get this text interaction image. You have to select it and then you have to click open. Okay, this is our image and you can take a look. We got a image of tree and leaves, and we will place a text in here and we will make an interaction with the text with leaves and tree, and we will make in and out interaction of leaves with the text. So let's start the process. Okay, so right now we will create a text here, and therefore we have to use the type tool. So here is the type tool, and let me write my name as an example in here. Let me write Stephen. Okay, looks good, and let me click this tick mark, or you can hit Ctrl and Enter button from your keyboard. So I want to scale this text and I want to make this text bigger. So therefore you just have to press Ctrl or Command T from your keyboard, and let's make this text bigger. Okay, cool. Let me hit the Enter button from my keyboard, and I want to place this text in top, and I want to make in and out interaction with the leaves and with the alphabets. So let's start with S alphabets, and for this S alphabets I want to send this S alphabets behind this leaves, and I want to bring this leaves in front of this S alphabets. So let's do that. So at first we have to select our background layer. So here is our background layer, and we have to duplicate this one. So therefore you just have to right click with your mouse, and then you will get this duplicate layer option. So let me click on this duplicate layer option, and let me write S interaction. Okay, so I just named the layer name as S interaction, and let me click OK, and you can take a look. We got a new layer in here, and right now we have to turn off the text layer. So here is the text layer, and I want to turn off the text layer, and please make sure your S interaction layer is selected. And now we have to use the quick selection tool. So here is the quick selection tool, and please make sure you are using add selection mode. And now I want to make a selection of these leaves, and I want to bring these leaves in front of S alphabet, and therefore we have to make a selection of these first leaves. Okay, let me select these leaves. Okay, and we have to add a layer mask in this S interaction layer. So here is the option for add a layer mask. So let me click in here, and you can take a look. We got our S interaction layer mask in here. So let me turn on the text layer. So here is the text layer, and let me turn on the text layer. But you can take a look, still the leaves placed behind this alphabet, and therefore we have to move this S interaction layer at top. So let's take this layer in top, and you can take a look. We got our leaves in front of S alphabet, and we got our S alphabet behind the leaves, and this is really amazing. Okay, cool. Right now we will work with E and P alphabet, and we want to send this E and P alphabet behind the leaves, and we want to bring the leaves in front of these two alphabets, and you just have to follow the same things. So let me turn off the text layer once again, and we have to duplicate the layer of background once again. So you just have to select the background layer, then you have to right click with your mouse, and then you have to click on duplicate layer option. So let me write E P interaction, and let me click OK. So please make sure E and P layer, EP interaction layer is selected, and for making sure of the position I want to turn on the text layer. Okay, so I have to make a selection in here. Okay, so let me turn off the text layer and let's make a selection from here. Okay, okay, we got the selection, and we have to add a layer mask with our EP interaction layer. So let's add the layer mask, and we can take a look. We have our layer mask in here. So let me turn on the text layer, and we have to place this EP interaction layer at top. So let's place the EP interaction layer on top, and you can take a look. E and P alphabet placed behind the lips. Okay, right now we will work with H and E alphabet, but we don't want to cover this entire H and E alphabet. We will only make a selection with this area only. Okay, let's make the selection, and let me turn off the text layer, and we have to duplicate the background layer once again, and you just have to duplicate the background layer. Let me write HE interaction. Okay, let me click OK, and please make sure HE interaction layer is selected. And now let's start the selection using the quick selection tool. So let's get with the lips in here, 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 and here. Okay, looks good. And let's add a layer mask. So here is the option for adding a layer mask. We just have to do the same things. Let's turn on the text layer, and let's place this H interaction layer at top. Okay, it's really cool. And for the final alphabet, we will work with the N alphabet, and we will cover this area with the lips. So let's make this one. So we have to do the same things. You just have to turn off the text layer, and let's duplicate the background layer as like before. You just have to right click with your mouse, duplicate layer option. Let me write N interaction. Okay, and let me click OK. Please make sure N interaction layer is selected, and we have to use the quick selection tool as like before, and let's make a selection with this area. Okay, you can take a look. We got some extra selection, and I want to remove the extra selected area, and therefore I have to use this subtract selection tool, and let me reduce the extra area. Okay, I want to make a selection for this part also, so we have to use this add selection tool once again. Okay, now it looks good. And now we have to add a layer mask. So here is the option for add a layer mask, and we got our layer mask in here. Let's turn on the text layer. Let's place this in interaction at top of text layer. So this is amazing, and it really looks awesome. So this is how it will create an interaction of text with lips and tree in Adobe Photoshop. And I believe you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you love this tutorial or if you love this course, then please give a rating on this course, because your feedback will encourage me to create more courses for you. So see you in next lesson. Ta-da!